Nordquist to McFarland for the fourth time on Saturday. 6 touchdown passes for Nordquist as Ponderosa goes 25-0 and finishes the season as the only unbeaten team in the Sac-Joaquin Section. All right, my next guest led her flag football team to a perfect 25-0 season this year. The Ponderosa Bruins came out of nowhere to take the Sac-Joaquin Section by storm, and they went wire to wire, finishing off with a section championship. I am excited to have the quarterback for that team as my next guest, Brooklynn Nordquist. Thank you for joining me on Premier Preps.
Thank you for having me.
Well, how have things been since that championship game on November 9th? Have things kind of sunk in yet?
Yeah, it's definitely like it's almost like it's not really gonna hit you until like you're older, and it's almost like this feels natural. Like I'm just playing like the sport that I like, and just like you just play sports every day, so it's almost like it was just another game that I just played.
I think I asked you this after that game, but there was a lot of girls on your team who played other sports with each other. You have that familiarity with each other, and you kind of knew what kind of athletes you had going into this season, but did you have any clue that you could do what you guys did this year?
No, I honestly I didn't really think that we could do it. Like I knew we would be good. I didn't think that we could not lose a single game. It's just crazy to like think about like when we would we had these like practices during the summer, and it was just like we all kind of just were there and we just kind of messed around. Like we didn't really take anything seriously, and then just like to have a perfect season is just crazy.
What fueled you guys the most this year?
I think people having doubt in us and just people not believing in us and that we could do something so special for our community.
So at what point of the year did you guys start to feel like, okay, maybe we got something special here. Maybe we can win a championship. At what point of the year did you guys start to feel like that?
I think towards like the middle, when we like a little before league, I think we played, I think it was like Del Campo or something. I think it was like Del Campo. Or like we're nervous for that game, and like our coaches, they're like, this is going to be the best team that you've played all season, and just for us to like almost blow them out, it's just like it was just like crazy to me to like think that like our team could do that, and that's when I think I knew that we could do something special.
Well, you guys certainly had something special. You guys were very fun to watch this year. And so I don't know if you know this or not, but in addition to what I do with coverage for Premier Preps, I also help out with coverage for the Sacramento Bee. And what we like to do at the end of the year is make an all-metro team. It's the second year that we've done this for flag football. I reached out to a bunch of coaches in the area, asking them to nominate players for who they think is worthy of an all-metro nod. And I asked them to talk about players who they played against who they thought would be worthy of an all-metro nod. And it was overwhelming. People responded with, that QB from Pondo is really good. Brooklynn, the real reason why I wanted to bring you on here on Premier Preps this week is to tell you that you are the Sacramento Bee Flag Football All-Metro Player of the Year.
Thank you.
Did you have any idea?
I read about it on Max Preps yesterday, but honestly, I was like, one of my friends on the team texted me when I was in class, and I was just so shocked. Like, I know that my coaches believed like I would like they believed that I was going to be, but the amount of times like things have been taken away from me for like basketball and stuff for just like different reasons. It's just I always kind of had that like doubt in myself that it's like, is it really going to happen? But it finally did happen.
Well, congratulations. It was very, very well earned and very well deserved. What does something like this mean to you? I know it's a team sport, but what does an individual honor like this mean to you?
It means a lot to me. It's just like I don't know. It does really mean a lot to me. It's just like it's almost just like it's like crazy to even like think about like just a kid who's like always liked football can be player of the year. Just is just crazy.
Tell me about your football background. I understand because I talked to Coach Escobar, and he said that you were the quarterback for the junior Bruins football team. Is that right?
Yeah, when I used to play tackle football when I was younger, and then I stopped when I dislocated my elbow because it would just hurt every time. And then we had powder puff at our school, and I always loved that, even though it was only a week. But I always loved playing it. And then when we said that we had a flag football team, I was so excited to play.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you had that opportunity, and it's too bad that you had to wait for your senior year, that you only got 1 year to do it. But man, the way you shine this year, I believe you were the only player in the section who was in the top 10 in passing yards, rushing yards, and defensive interceptions, and that's it's quite an accomplishment there.
Player of the year right there.
When you look back at all of that, like, what do you feel like you're most proud of with this season?
Probably just like the ability to like find my like open girls like when I'm under pressure. Like people don't really talk about like how hard it is to like the rushers coming at you at 7 yards away. That's like the smallest amount of time that you get. And like just having to like get yourself extra time and just like being able to like after you look one way, you have to look the other way to see if there's someone else open when there's a girl running at you.
Yeah, they say the quarterback is the toughest position to play in all of sports, and I imagine that it doesn't matter if it's in tackle football or flag football. It's an intimidating presence to have to occupy. You obviously exemplified that position very well. But you're also a multi-sport player at Ponderosa too. You play basketball, you play softball, you've won section championships in softball as well. And I hear you're into motocross as well.
Yeah, I love riding dirt bikes.
How long has that been going on?
Since I was a kid, and when like COVID happened, everything like shut down. So I stopped playing basketball and I just started riding motocross more, and I just fell in love with it. And then my wasn't gonna play basketball. I probably wasn't even gonna play any sports in high school, and then my mom told me I was, so I had no idea.
I imagine the motocross kind of helps with your quick decision making as a quarterback.
Yeah, it definitely helps because you have to pay attention to everyone that's around you when you're racing people.
So, do you have a favorite sport to play out of everything that you do?
Honestly, I'd probably say flag football. If like I know it's like new for like college, but if I could play in college, I would probably play over basketball.
Hmm.
It's just such a fun sport, and it's like it's not as much running either. But it's just like everyone like always has fun because it's just like something new that no one really like has ever done before. So it's just like fun to be around.
That's awesome. I can definitely see you playing at the next level in some sport. I mean, speaking of that, like, do you have collegiate plans just yet, or have you gotten recruiting interest, or what's going on there?
I'm gonna stay home for my first 2 years. I'm gonna go to Sierra College and play there, and then I'll transfer out of there to whatever school.
Right on. Maybe there will definitely be some flag football programs coming up at the college level by then.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Flag football is definitely something that I feel like everyone should like just like experience. Like it's just such a fun sport, and like even when people don't know what they're doing, like they still have fun.
Yeah, you had a great season, and again, congratulations on All Metro Player of the Year, Brooklynn Nordquist. There she is, folks, a section championship softball player first a couple years ago. Now she's a section championship with a perfect 25-0 record in flag football. Again, the 2024 Sacramento Bee Flag Football Player of the Year. Brooklynn Nordquist, thank you so much for hanging out on Premier Preps. You are obviously welcome back anytime.
Thank you.